commitment to speak up for animals who can't speak for themselves. 50 plus years ago, Elvis and I supported American Humane Society because animals deserve our voice. And now, more than ever, they still do. American Humane Society saves lives and strengthens the bond between humans and animals. Each year, millions of animals end up in shelters, waiting for someone to give them a second chance. Your compassion can change a life. Please visit AmericanHumane.org to learn more. Thank you.
Good morning. Time to get ready for your day with the morning warm-up with Trey Lyle. Join us live on VTRN Sports 93.3 FM or the VTRN Sports app. Open VTRN Sports on your smart speaker or stream live on YouTube. Time to get ready for your day with the morning warm-up with Trey Lyle and Ty Tracy.
7:03 on this final show of 2025 for us. Welcome back to the morning warm-up. I'm Trey Lyle. That is the man, the myth, the legend, Ty Tracy. Ty, good morning.
Good morning, Trey.
Are you okay?
Yeah, trying to do some on my bank account real quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's you can send me. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Anyways,
I don't got the funds like that. I wish I did.
Anyways, well, side note, tonight is the 1 point. Let me look it up. I think it's 1.2. What is the Powerball jackpot now? $1.5 billion jackpot right now for the Powerball. So, drawings tonight. You gonna enter?
Nah, I ain't no big.
Okay. We'll see.
But you never know, though.
You never know.
You never know.
For sure. I was gonna joke if I somehow won, this for sure would be instead of the last. It would not be. I would be back in. Was it 2 weeks from Monday? Yes, 2 weeks from Monday.
So you won the jackpot, you'll still come back?
Yeah, I would want you to figure it out. Why does Trey have a new car?
I wouldn't be mad at you about that.
Hey, how all of a sudden was Virginia Tech able to get DJ Lagway?
Hey,
and why is DJ Lagway tweeting out about this morning warm up show with Trey Lyle all the time?
I'm not mad about that, Trey. I just come as a regular person like nothing happened.
Hey, that's what you got to do. But all right, I know we're having a little fun here, but we got to start off with a very sad note for the start of, in case you missed it.
Keeping up with sports 24/7 takes some serious effort, especially when you're sleeping. Don't worry, the morning warm-up stays alert around the clock. Now here is everything you missed last night.
So a developing situation happened after we went off the air, probably an hour after we went off the air yesterday. Since the C-50 erupted into a large fire when it hit the ground in Statesville Regional Airport, 45 miles north of Charlotte, shortly after 10 a.m. Thursday, but soon crashed when trying to return to land. The North Carolina State Highway Patrol said the cause of the crash wasn't immediately known, nor the reason for the plane's return to the airport in drizzle and cloudy conditions. On that plane was former NASCAR Cup Series driver Greg Biffle, his wife Christina, daughter Emma, who's 14, and son Ryder all died in the crash. Others on the plane were identified as Dennis Dutton, his son Jack, and Craig Wadsworth. Biffle, obviously one of the NASCAR top 75 drivers in history, Hall of Fame nominee for the Stock Car Series, drove 18 years in the sport, was both a truck and Xfinity Series champion, and he is one of the best dudes. If you go back to Hurricane Helene and the disaster in Western North Carolina, he was basically flying his helicopter every day to try to relieve people, and this just sucks. You saw the NASCAR community out in full force yesterday, support. I think virtually every driver you could think of issued a statement or a post of some sort. Um, I do want to read the statement from Jack Roush, who obviously was the longtime car owner of Greg Biffle. The entire Charlotte sports community has suffered a tremendous loss. The tragic accident involving Greg Biffle and his family today is incredibly heartbreaking. I have lost a dear friend and a partner in our NASCAR program. His contributions to our race team over the years are immeasurable. My condolences are with all those who loved and knew Greg and his family. Um, truly, truly just sad. Um, and you know, when the moments came out quickly that it was a plane owned by Greg Biffle, you started to fear the worst, and it turned out to be that. So it's just a reminder, once again, to tell the people around you that you love them. And this dude, I mean, one of the greatest humans that we've seen. And just look at what he did with Hurricane Helene and how he was just at the forefront of trying to help people, and that's all he wanted to do. He just wanted to help people in times of need. So, um, rest in peace to Greg Biffle. All right, let's get back to the positive stuff. Um, what a football game we had on VTR and Sports last night. Seahawks 38, Rams 37. They win in overtime on a 2-point conversion. Sam Darnold, despite throwing 2 interceptions, comes up clutch late as Seahawks overcome a 16-point deficit to defeat the Rams 38-37 in overtime and now control their own destiny in the NFC North and for the 1 seed. Ty, this was a really good football game last night.
Yeah, it was definitely good. I know it was a couple plays that Sean McVay, the Rams, Sean McVay, he won it back, but Sam Darnold really improved himself from when they played. I was about to say when he played against the Rams the first time, then the second time he really bounced back and showed them. Now they control their own destiny, and now they have the number one. They send it the number 1 seed. I believe that maybe the Rams probably at number 4, maybe number 4, number 5, 1,
Yeah,
2.
they're the 4 seed.
Yeah, so right now Seattle's right now in the lead.
Basically, Seattle and the 49ers control their own destiny in the NFC West. Now, I don't think if the 49ers went out, they get the 1 seed because I think
they probably get the 4 seed most likely.
No, if the 49ers went out, they'll get the 2 seed because they win the NFC West.
Okay.
So the 2 teams that control their own destiny in the NFC West, it actually might be the 1 seed. You know what? There's our great partners at ESPN have the playoff
But
prediction.
yeah, they said that before. There was like the NFC West, like it's gonna be a really a nail biter between them 3 teams so far. So they did predict that later on. I mean, a while back.
Yeah, and so if the Packers, let me see. I'm assuming we have. So yeah, basically it appears the NFC West team will control its own destiny for the 1 seed. So because I basically had the Packers win out and the 49ers went out, and the Packers, because they'd be 12-4-1 because of a tie with the Cowboys, they would lose the 1 seed. But also the 49ers do play the Bears. The 49ers have the Colts on Monday Night Football, which you can listen to on VTR and Sports, the Bears, and then Seattle. So if you want to set the odds now, Ty, I already have decided just a most likely Sunday Night Football game is either going to be Ravens Steelers or 49ers Seahawks, because those are both going to be for division titles. It appears.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
So maybe Chargers Broncos if the Broncos stumble, but I don't think they will now that they have to play Gardner Minshew, and they also play who they play this week. The Broncos play the Jags, so I don't think that will happen. Anyways, my point being, really fun football game last night.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it sets up where Seattle looked. I mean, both teams. I honestly thought they looked like the best teams in the NFC, and I will stand on that. Puka Nacua, 12 receptions for 225 and 2 touchdowns. Still complained about the refs after the game because of the 2-point try that they called incomplete, and then it looked somewhat backwards. And
apparently, the defender just picked it up. And
no, Zach Charbonnet picked it up.
Yeah, I meant to say a Seahawks defender just picked it up and.
Zach Charbonnet, the running. So it was a 2-point try. This basically is the difference in the game because Seattle smartly went for 2 late because the
Mhm.
tie meant absolute like so if you were listening, which we hope you were on the VTR and Sports app, Seattle went for 2 late and got it. And why did they go for 2 late instead of going for the tie? 1, because they wanted to win, but 2, in terms of playoff tiebreakers, if they tied this game, um, the Rams still had the
I about to say the Rams.
tiebreaker.
I was the
The
Rams
Rams had the
because
tiebreaker.
they
They had
beat
the same.
they beat Seattle the first
Yeah,
time,
they
right?
had the win.
Yeah.
So because the record would have been 1-0-1, whatever. But
Yeah.
my point being, Seattle just basically, if they wanted first place in the division and in the NFC, they had to win the game. So they might as well just go for the win there. And they got it and leaked the tight end out, threw a nice pass. But Puka Nacua, as mentioned, he was insane. 12 receptions for 225 yards and 2 touchdowns. As someone who's in a fantasy football playoffs, thank God I was not playing him.
Yeah.
Brian Nolan had him in his family league. He had him and Stafford.
Mm.
So he has 70 points
Must
just
be
from
nice.
those two.
But either way, I mean, you come back. I mean, Seahawks they came back 16-point deficit, and things just start getting hot for them.
Yeah, they
at the right time.
Really good. 3 straight 3-and-outs from the Rams, and then the third quarter. JSN came to life, 8 reception, 96 yards, and a touchdown. It was a really fun football game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It was a really fun football game, and I'm just glad that you definitely wanted to check it out. All right, back to an update story from yesterday. Ohio University cited football coach Brian Smith's romantic relationship, including one he admitted to having with a student, as well as an alleged allegation of public intoxication in a letter stating its intent to fire him for cause. Smith, was put on leave December 1st, was fired Wednesday for what the university called serious professional misconduct and participating in activities that reflect unfavorably on the university. The school did not provide specifics on the Smith's misconduct before Thursday. Shout out to the student newspaper, by the way, in Ohio, for breaking the story. Just want to point that out. And also last night, Arkansas State defeated Missouri State in the Xbox Bowl.
I'm mad I missed that. I'm so mad that I missed that.
And we should remember the Xbox Bowl because it is the replacement of the Bahamas Bowl. So
one thing I saw
Ed Lane an Xbox guy, and will this become his favorite bowl? That's a good question.
I feel like Ed was
because uncivilized people are Xbox people. Ty Tracy. PlayStation is for the civilized.
But I could say I saw the gear where they got the little
They got a free They got a free Xbox.
Yes, I was like,
that's why PlayStation doesn't sponsor the Fiesta Bowl anymore. I don't think. I think it's the Verbo Fiesta Bowl. Right?
Yeah, it is.
Right, it's
Yes.
the Verbo Fiesta Bowl.
You're right.
When PlayStation, they would give PS5s like the first
I know.
year. That's what I mean.
I said, come on now, stop being cheap.
See, but the
This is
problem
the
is
holidays.
you have to argue. The funny part is it's like these bowl prizes are great, but in the grand scheme of things, the bowl is probably making a couple $1 million. So yeah, they can shell out a couple $100,000 for a couple PlayStations. Think about it in that terms.
Yeah.
Granted, these players are getting paid now.
I know. I'm like, come on now. Stop being stingy.
So, all right. Interesting names enter the portal yesterday, Ty. As we go portaling real quick.
I have been on the tracker now. You put me onto the portal tracker. Thanks to Trey.
Oh, on 247?
Yeah, I would say shout out to Trey for putting me on.
Josh Hoover intended to enter the NCAA transfer portal. The man who took Bill Belichick's soul at the start of the season, and maybe he didn't recover from it, is entering the portal. But the bigger name, and I don't know if we mentioned this yesterday. Did we mention Bo Perbula entering the portal yesterday?
No, we didn't.
Because he entered yesterday. Of course, the name to watch is Bo Perbula, the former Penn State quarterback, Missouri quarterback last year. He was pretty good during his time when he played for Missouri. Obviously, he broke his leg, I want to say in the Vanderbilt game, and came back a few weeks later, or dislocated his ankle in the Vanderbilt game. And obviously, I feel like he jumps to the top of the list of most likely quarterback just because of the connections he has to the staff. And that's what you typically see.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there is a rumor that he's getting a large sum of money from Penn State to go there. And so it could be Penn State. Those appear to be, ironically, the two schools to watch And it's just it's fascinating to see. Do you think would you rank Bo Pribs as the favorite to land at Virginia Tech?
It just depends.
It feels like because of the connections, it makes sense.
Yeah, the
Like Ty
connections,
Howe
yes.
knows him. Like if you go back to when Bo Pribula entered the portal, he didn't want to leave Penn State, but he had to because they had Drew Aller, and he knew Aller was coming back. So like there's not a crazy scenario where Aller is not like Bo Pribula is not the starting quarterback at Penn State this past season, where Aller goes pro and Pribula is there.
It's like, yes, the connections, like,
And
obviously, but
Pribula
it's
would
like,
have 1 year of eligibility. Sorry to
yeah,
interrupt, Ty.
no, you're fine. It's like, yes, the connections, but it's like, I feel like it's something else. Like, maybe it's like, I feel like it's going to be another team that nobody's not expecting. But so that's like, I'm leaning towards the connection first.
Yeah, that typically when you see like a lot of these transfers, unless they're like we're about to get to another very interesting transfer. And we're starting with quarterback, obviously. But you look at these and it's always connection, especially for a guy like Bo Pribula, who has 1 year left. It's why Penn State and Virginia Tech are the top of the list. Like he has 1 year left. Does he want to learn a whole new offense? Like he can come in to Virginia Tech, and I'm going out on a limb and saying Penn State's going to run some sort of offense that they ran
At Penn State? No.
not like Franklin,
sorry,
like
sorry.
at some point during Pribula's time at Penn State.
Yeah.
Now it was probably different under Kolenicky, but like again, Franklin's an offensive guy. He probably had concepts that he did, and maybe Kolenicky just did not fit fully. He wasn't, and it, I personally think it's going to be interesting to see how he plays out because if he's getting offered $3 million at Penn State, I do not want Bo Pribula because I think $3 million for a guy like Bo Pribula, who's I think a high floor, low ceiling quarterback. Where
Mhm.
I think if you want to compare him to Colton Joseph, I think Colton Joseph might have a higher ceiling just because we haven't.
I think he got higher.
And Colton Joseph has 2 years of eligibility, and Colton Joseph doesn't scream NFL quarterback to me, so you can get him for 2 years.
Plus,
Which
he's been developed. You like, okay, he's
Yeah.
already developed. We can develop him.
And it's
develop
not
him
like
more.
Franklin can't get a really good scouting report on him because one of his best friends in the world is Ricky Ronnie, who was his head coach. Anyways, my point being, also Colton, if you want to compare it, to me, it feels like, and granted, I am not connected at all. I'm just using literally connections. Like a lot of times with the portal, you look at connections. For example, Aaron Philo, the backup at Georgia Tech, who was backing up Haynes King for these last 2 years, who is I think a redshirt freshman technically, he's entering the portal. There's one school that clearly he's going to, and Georgia Tech liked him and wanted to keep him.
Mm-hmm.
There's clearly one school he's going to. He's going to Florida because of Buster Faulkner. Like that is the next Florida quarterback. I keep texting Dalton Hopkins that. Okay? Like you make connections. That's how this works. So that's why you look at Colton Joseph, his 2 years of eligibility to me is a much more valuable thing than a 1 year of Bo Pribula. Because if you look at most transfer quarterbacks, unless you're essentially Caleb Williams, even though he was there for USC for 2 years and was running the same scheme. So he was the second year in the scheme, going from Oklahoma to USC. But most years, the transfer quarterback hits the best in his second year in the system. Like Fernando Mendoza is different, but I also think that's partly because Indiana has a really good coaching staff, and he's probably going to be the number one pick in the draft. And he's coming from Cal, so he's super smart. But look at Dante Moore. This is Dante. I know he didn't play last year, but Dante Moore's second year at Oregon. That's why he's played so well as a transfer quarterback.
Like being there in the spring, spring ball helped. Then you send behind.
But it's not even that. It's your second year.
Because you officially know the offense.
The two best examples of this. Let's talk about maybe the two best quarterback seasons of in college lately. Granted, one is like leaps and bounds better than the other, and it's not because of my views of this player, just because one is probably the greatest season by one individual player in the history of college football. Ironically, the same school. 2019 Joe Burrow, and then what? 21 Jaden Daniels. Let me do some math. 23 Mendoza. 20,
No,
yeah, 21
21.
Jaden Daniels. Ty, what was the common thing between those two? Not that they were just at LSU. It was their transfer, and it was their second year. Remember, because Burrow played the first year. They beat UCF ironically in the Fiesta Bowl.
For some reason, I don't know why. I thought Joe Burrow was like a one. I don't know why. I don't know why.
So it was his second year at LSU. His second year at LSU. It was Jaden's second year at LSU because Jaden, remember, he went in that first year. He flashed a bit, but then they came into the next season, and people forget there was like he could get replaced by Garrett Nussmeier because remember they LSU, it was first year under Brian Kelly. LSU made the SEC championship game, and there's that iconic play by Jalen Carter of holding Jaden Daniels up. That was Jaden Daniels' first year starting at LSU. So I think in the portal, it's way more valuable to get a guy with multiple years of eligibility, or do the Oregon thing when they did with Dylan Gabriel, get a guy with 1 year left, and then get have a young guy that can train, and that maybe is your Troy Hune, and that's why you bring in Bo Pribula. All right. Way more interesting name into the portal. Now, I think he can get a bag from maybe a bigger team because he's that good.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Is Chaz Coleman, the star defensive end for Penn State.
Yes, I've seen that.
He's a talented true freshman. Penn State tried to retain him. He's a former ESPN 300 recruit. Now, he, ironically, he thanked James Franklin in his statement. Now, I don't know if that means he's not going to go to Virginia, but
do you feel like he might try to go to the SEC?
If you
feel like all SEC's team trying to grab him?
Yeah, but does this mean Virginia Tech has a shot to get him? Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Now, is this we'll see, but this is a guy to keep your eye on.
I think money is it's like who's going to give him the more money as well. I just feel like,
and we don't know. I mean, so I just.
And plus, somebody you can have a couple more for 2 more years as well.
Yes, you'll get him for 2 more years, and he's a key position because he's a defensive end.
So I feel like James Franklin is trying. I think he is trying his best to get him to come to Tech.
I am interested to see how many former Hokies. Yeah, go back to Virginia Tech. That's good analysis, Trey. No, how many former Penn State and the Alliance hop over? You would assume some.
Yeah.
So could this be one? If it is one, that would be pretty incredible. All right. NBA scores from last night: Heat 106, Nets 95, Hornets 133, Hawks 126, Knicks defeat the Pacers 114-113 off a Jalen Brunson shot late, which, by the way, there was a moment in the universe last night. We got a rare double bang from Mike Breen. I think it's his 6th all time. So, shout out to Mike Breen. Do you not know what the double bang is? Okay, you do. All right, cool. He nodded his head for our radio listeners because we're also on the radio.
Yes.
They can't see your face.
My bad. Yeah.
Thunder 122, Clippers 101. Spurs defeat the Wizards. Wizards getting their job done. 119-94 as they have they're 4-21. Raptors 111. Yeah, they scored only 11 points and Bucks only scored 5. No, Raptors 111, Bucks 105. Pelicans defeat the Rockets 133-128. Mavs over the Pistons 116-114. Nuggets defeat the Magic 126-115. By the way, Jokic sets a career assist mark in that game. So he has 13 assists. He sets, excuse me, I just read. Yeah, career assists by a center. Greatest passing big man of all time. Pretty much sealed up there.
Yeah.
Suns walk it off with the free throw, 99-98 over the Warriors. Man, you know what team? You know what? You know a guy who I would never trade? Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
45-11-14 last night as the Lakers defeat the Jazz 143-135, and the Blazers
I wonder. I didn't even interrupt you. So I don't know what Mark Cuban's thinking right now.
134, 130. He should just be counting his money.
He probably was like, "This is probably the dumbest." Blah 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 blah.
Well, he did get like $2 billion.
I mean, yeah,
sale.
but still, I know he's like, why did we do that? What?
Well, he wasn't part of that decision. So.
I know, but like either way,
What makes me upset is I really like Cooper Flagg, and he had 23-10 and three blocks last night, and they won. Mavs beat the Pistons. It's just I still like every time I see Luka in a Lakers jersey, in my head I'm like, how? And I was listening to a NBA podcast, and Brian Windhorst is like talking about Stephen Castle after the Spurs run. He's like, I don't think they'll trade him for anybody in the league.
No.
And then he goes, but we do have to have the premonition that since Luka got traded, anything is possible.
Yeah.
And it's like true. Like in your head, you're like, I don't think the Spurs. Granted, the Spurs are a smart organization. They will not trade their star second-year player or their star rookie, or especially Victor Wembanyama, and they're going to keep that core because, the Spurs.
Popping the office. That's not what happened.
Pop's still in the front office. Yeah, it's not like the Spurs had a dynasty with an elite big man, an elite point guard, an elite other guard. It's not like they have that again.
I hope in the future they do ESPN 30 for 30, the biggest trade blocks of all times in sports. Luka better be up there. I just said Luka better be number one.
Yeah, I mean, it's just insane. It's still insane. All right, when we come back, we got to pick some games. We'll do that in about.
In case you didn't miss as well.
Oh, what did I miss?
Kevin Garnett.
Oh, Kevin Garnett is going to rejoin the T-Wolves as an advisor. They're going to retire his number. That was a long time coming. All right, so in about 15 minutes from now, we will pick the games. But first, when we come back, today in sports history and Friday hypothetical, our wish list for 2026. Next on the Morning Warm Up.
Hey folks, Mark Dalton here with Terry Subaru. It's that time of year again for the Subaru Share the Love event. That's when we donate $325 for every new Subaru we sell from now through January 2nd. This donation goes to 5 well-deserving charities like Meals on Wheels, the ASPCA, the National Parks Foundation, Make-A-Wish, or our local charity, the Lynchburg Humane Society. So come take advantage of some fantastic year-end deals at Terry Subaru and help us share the love.
Hi, Danny from Gibbons Books Little Dickens. We believe in reading and play and in shopping locally for stronger communities. 3 times more jobs are created by local businesses versus online sales. This holiday season, live local and shop local for a better Central Virginia.
Hey, this is Jake with Western Ways in Forest. Shop our thousands of pairs of boots in store with personalized customer service and excellent pricing. Shop Western Ways this holiday season. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's from our family to yours.
When shopping for auto liability insurance, it's wise to consider the best policy, not the cheapest. Hi, I'm Randy Trost with Trost Law. It's crucial to have more than the minimum insurance on your auto liability policy. This protects you if you injure someone or if someone without proper insurance hurts you. Having the right policy ensures you have sufficient underinsured coverage to take care of you and your family. To learn more how we can help you navigate these challenges, visit us at trostlaw.com. That's trostlaw.com.
Have yourself a merry little savings. Let your wallet be light. From now on, our deals will be out of sight. Yes, you heard that. Going on right now at Insane Radio Deals. Out of sight savings. Promo code Christmas at checkout to get 24% off all items on the site at insaneradiodeals.com. Now through December 24th.
Good morning. We are just getting your day started here on VTRN Sports with the Morning Warm-Up. Stay connected with the show at Trey Lyle VT and Ty Tracy 90 on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Listen wherever you are with the VTRN Sports app or watch the show live on YouTube at youtube.com/VTRN Sports Lynchburg. Now, back to the Morning Warm-Up.
7:32 on this Friday, December 19th. One thing I did miss, and it's just fun if you're a college football fan, you would know this. Will Muschamp is heading back to Texas. Is he the coach in waiting for Steve Sarkisian? If you know, you know. Just, anyways, let's get to a fun Friday hypothetical.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
Happy Friday, everyone. The mind is a powerful thing at the end of a long week.
Come on, think.
Let's dream up some absurd or awesome scenarios. It's time for Friday Hypothetical.
All right, Ty. Friday hypothetical. So this is the last show of 2025.
Yes.
So we're gonna mix New Year's in because we can. What do you want to see in 2026? A lot of big sporting events in 2026. Super Bowl, Olympics, World Cup.
It's the Winter Olympics, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
I have one.
I want to hear yours first.
So it's with the Winter Olympics, and I want the U.S. versus Canada games to be just as good as the Four Nations. Because I want them to play each. I want like the fight. I know it's the Olympics; it might be a little more so. I want the fight to happen again.
Oh yeah.
Brady Kachuk just says, "Let's do this." Like
Yes.
that was so awesome. That I and again, I do not encourage fighting outside of a hockey rink in a with NHL hockey players. If you're listening, parents, I do not condone fighting. Just want to point that out. But it was pretty fun.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I'll go with that as my first one.
Golly. That's 2026.
I have another one. If you can't think of one,
I can't think of one.
I want the Bills in the Super Bowl because
See,
I want the Josh Allen narrative.
See, I was about to see. I was thinking that. I said, I want to say Josh Allen. But I feel like he'll do some Fugazi stuff.
Because if Josh Allen, like, we're gonna be an interesting time if Josh Allen doesn't, like, with the conversation with Josh Allen if he doesn't make the Super Bowl this year, because Mahomes is already out.
Burrow is out.
Burrow is out. Lamar might be.
Yeah.
I
would say this: 2026. I would like to see the Bills versus. I ain't gonna lie. I might say
Bills Rams sounds fun.
I say the Rams, or I just feel like the 49ers might make it out of nowhere.
No.
I have a prediction. I just don't know what.
No, they just have an easy schedule, but you can pick the 49ers.
But I
they
might say
they literally were like one possession away from. They only beat the Titans by 7, and the Titans were in that game. The Titans.
But still, Bills versus maybe Rams or 49ers or.
I think
Eagles.
we saw the. I don't trust Philadelphia. I think we saw the best. I think we clearly saw the best two teams in the NFC last night, and I don't know if it's relatively close. I just think those two look like the most complete two teams in the NFC at this point.
Yeah, definitely.
So, anyways, but I could be wrong in the past. Like as soon as Micah went down, I got rid of Green Bay. So I would say I would love to see Caleb Williams in the Super Bowl just to shove it into Ed Lane's face, but I don't think that will happen.
You go a little bit too far.
No, I mean, the Bears. There is an outside shot the Bears get the 1 seed, so it's not like. I'm telling you, if you get the 1 seed and you have 2 games at home in Chicago,
if
like,
the Bears make the Super Bowl, Ed Bear give you his show.
Yeah, like, I mean, you can't. I'm just saying, like. Is that okay? Side note: Commanders fans' worst nightmare is which is I'm not gonna say likely, but could happen because both have great head coaches.
Yeah,
one is a more experienced coach.
Mm-hmm.
But how would Commanders fans feel about a Bears Patriots Super Bowl? Because then those fan bases can say their quarterback got to the Super Bowl and did more than what Jaden could do.
I think they'll be sick.
That's like a worst case scenario. Like for this season for the Commanders fans, it's been like awful, and then you add that,
they'll be sick to their stomach. Second year quarterback, your second year quarterback do good.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's the worst case scenario. Yeah. Which there is a non-zero. Like if you're in the dance, but 2, the Patriots have an outside shot to get the 1 seed.
Oh yeah,
And I mean, they're one game back. They're the 2 seed, so they'll at least have home playoff games. And if the Bears win their division, they could be the 2 seed. If you're the 2 seed, you could. All you need is the 1 seed to get upset, and you have home field.
Mhm.
That would be hilarious. That'd be so good for me.
I still be sick to my stomach. if I
We'll
was a
call that the
Commanders
Trey
fan.
Lyle Super Bowl.
I'll still be sick to my stomach if I was a Commanders fan.
Yeah. I mean, you're probably a little sick to your stomach the way this season has gone. All right, what else? What else do we want to see in 2026? So, the World Cup. I want to see the U.S. have a really good showing in the World Cup.
Men's or women?
It's men's World Cup.
Okay.
It's
women.
in America.
Okay. Yeah. I never depend on them sometimes. They just,
Well, we need it. So, show your American pride, Ty. Come on, man.
I mean, it just, they failed me too many times. So I think my pride is going out the roof.
One thing I do want, it's not going to happen. I want the JMU Virginia Tech game to stay. It's not going to happen. It appears.
hmm
So I want to throw that in, but I do want Virginia and Virginia Tech to be like, can they both be like 8-4 or something? Like, I want them both to be ACC title contenders when they play each other. Like, I want the game to mean a lot for both teams because that makes good content and a compelling football game.
Yeah.
Because basically, it feels like there's been many years where it feels like it's one-sided.
One team's not good, other team's good.
Yeah. A lot
And-
has been Virginia Tech, but my point being, like, even this year, Virginia was good, Virginia Tech was not.
Yeah.
Like, the last time, 2019, it had real stakes because the winner went to the Coastal. That was the last time it was, like, real stakes on the game.
Yeah. I like to see that for both teams. I'll say college football, I would like to see Indiana make history.
And win the national championship? Because they've already made history by winning the Big Ten.
Yeah,
So
I'm talking about like winning national championship though. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll preview that. They lost one of their star defensive ends, and hint, I'm not picking Indiana to win the national championship, and that's one of the things that are holding me back. Oh, I have something. A clear, understandable NASCAR playoff format. It can be the chase. It can be the 36 race. I don't want it to be the 3-4-4-3 hut hike. Let's piss off our fan base more. That's what I want for my nap. All right. Like, if I can't explain it to Ty, and again, I use Ty is like the least most casual NASCAR fan I know, aka he might watch one race a year. And I use might, but my point being, like, you should be able to explain your playoff format to someone who doesn't know. And that's my point.
Yeah, I agree.
Fair to say?
I agree with you.
And the format that they might pick would be like, all right, so they start with 16, then they go to 3, and then they cut people off. Then they do 3, they cut another 4 off, and then the final 8 race in the final 4 races, and whoever has the most points wins.
I ain't gonna lie, that make me hot.
Yeah.
I had to fight somebody.
So it's just
You might see me on the news fighting people for that.
right. Well, I think some NASCAR fans would as well. So that. Another thing, I want no more lawsuits in my NASCAR. No, I'm done. I had to do 10 podcasts on a lawsuit. I'm done.
Because I seen a lot. I'm like, what?
I'm done. All right, that was my quick list. If you have some stuff at Trey Lyle VT, at Ty Tracy 90, if you're watching on our stream, drop a comment about it. What you want to see. Ty, do you have anything?
No, I'm good.
Anything else? DJ Lagway to Virginia. No, I'm just kidding.
I think
I'm being
the
realistic.
whole Virginia will explode.
That'd be awesome. I would go for it. I mean, his talent.
Yeah.
I'd go for it. DJ Lagway. I don't care if it didn't work out. He's that good. Oh, you know what? What would be funnier if the Jets miss out on a quarterback or the Raiders miss out on it? I think it's the Jets.
Oh, it's an easy Jets.
If the
no
draft
brainer. That is no brainer.
If the draft order falls and the Jets can't get past Oakland and Cleveland, and so Mendoza and Moore are gone. So
that's no brainer. It's the Jets. I'm sorry, Brian Nolan, but
it's the Jets. Yeah,
it's the easiest. That's the easiest question.
I mean,
that's like saying all of the above. Like, oh, easy, all of the above.
the Jets are funny. It's so funny. I mean,
They should have a clown suit.
All right. Well, it's time for today in sports history.
Tyrod waiting. Tyrod scrambling. Back at the 20. Fires end zone and is caught for the touchdown by Roberts. It's a miracle in Blacksburg. Tyrod did it, Mikey. Tyrod did it.
It's time for today in sports history.
Play action. Salter to throw back to the left, and it's caught in the end zone. Light him up. Touchdown, Liberty. Bentley Hanshaw.
From ruin to redemption, the Virginia Cavaliers are the 2019 NCAA National Champions.
Let's hear what Ty really knows about what happened on this day in sports history.
All right, since it's a Friday, we're going to do a couple on Friday, couple on Saturday. Starting Friday, December 19th, we're going all the way. We're actually going to jump to 2001. Marshall, led by this man, came back from a 38-8 halftime deficit to beat ECU 64-61 in double OT in the GMAC Bowl, which is the highest scoring bowl game in history.
Okay.
Who was that quarterback?
I know who it is because my great uncle worked with his mom. I was supposed to beat this guy.
Wait, what?
Brian Leftwich.
Yes, but what? What?
Yeah, my great uncle used to work with his mom, and I was supposed to meet while I was a child, but he always been busy with football, and I never get a chance to meet him.
Okay, that's a small world. All right. In 2010, Philadelphia's Deshaun Jackson returns a 65-yard touchdown as time expires and the Eagles come back against the Giants. It was the only game-winning punt return in NFL history as the Eagles came back from this score in the fourth quarter to win the game. It's the miracle at the Meadowlands, too.
I still remember to this day watching it.
I kept showing Giants fans the highlight, the Deshaun Jackson.
I know it was down like, what, 21 points?
Yes, it was 31-10.
Yeah.
I made it a little harder, but side note, just because I thought I was cool. I got an Apple gift card for Christmas one year, like with this, and I bought you could buy like I had an iPod Nano.
Yeah.
Like the first one with the screen.
Yeah, I know you're talking
Not
about.
the Nano. It was like the iPod, but with the screen. I don't remember.
It was like with the
Yeah, little screen.
Yeah,
and you could watch movies on it.
Yeah.
So I bought the Eagles season condensed highlights because I thought that was cool. So you could like get all the condensed games.
Yeah.
So I had them for that whole season, and I just kept showing my friends who are Giants fans
Hey, look at this play.
the Deshaun Jackson play.
This trolling.
Just before trolling existed, I was just
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, look!"
Like we're trolling before trolling.
This is like there was this first time in my life I wish I had Sunday ticket because I couldn't watch the end of that game because of like broadcast restrictions.
Yes.
Like they flipped to the game, and I wish I had the VTR and Sports app so we could have the game. Back in 2010. Anyways, they flipped to the game. I got to see the game tying touchdown by Jeremy Maclin. Then, because back in 2010, I didn't know how you could get the Eagles game not on broadcast television because we had the Commanders game.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth.
I think
so I see the tying touchdown, and then you have I think it's Kurt Menefeed comes on like, due to broadcast restrictions with the NFL, we are not allowed to show you the end. So they just start they literally start doing highlights, and they're like, oh, we got to cut to the Eagles Giants game, and they just show it, and I'm like, I just ran around my house.
I was at my dad's when that happened. I think we watched the whole game because I know he was like on the couch asleep. I was just watching, hyped up.
It was fantastic. All right, we're moving to Saturday now. All right, December 20th. On Saturday, December 20th, the year is 2009. As this is the first Pittsburgh quarterback to throw for 500 yards in a 37-36 win over the Packers.
Come on now. The one and only Big Ben.
That is correct. Do you know who he threw the game-winning touchdown to? It was a rookie at the time. It was not Antonio Brown.
No, I said it won't AB. It was God, what was his name? He was a speedster.
Yes,
I think it was it Mike Wallace? I think
that is correct.
Yeah.
So, all right. Oh, here we go. On this date in 2017, led by Mike Young, this man scores 27 points to help Wofford stun number 5 North Carolina 79-75, snapping the reigning national champions' 23-game home winning streak.
Was it like Fletcher McGee?
That is correct. Shout out to I always would love naming random college players. So, Fletcher McGee. So, there you go. That was today in sports history. Ty, good job. 3-0 day. Nice and easy. 236 and 82 to end the year. Bonus question, since we're not going to be here on Monday. On December 21st in 1981, this man introduced the first game of basketball.
Dr. James.
The Hall of Fame is named after him.
Oh my God! Now I just blanked this last
Naismith.
name. Yeah, Naismith.
He did it at the School of Christian Workers in
Yes.
Springfield, Massachusetts. So, anyways, when we come back, it's prediction time. JMU, they're in the college football playoff. We're gonna pick the spread of that game, and then pick the games the rest of the way, and who's gonna be our national champion? Because we're gonna start with 12 and count down to 1, and that's how we crown a college football national champion. Anyways, when we come back here on the morning warm-up.
The Wrap Up the Year sales event is going on now at Magic City Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive home a new 2025 Ram 1500 and save over $13,000 off MSRP. Shop Magic City's great selection of Grand Cherokees, now discounted up to $6,300. Don't miss out on the biggest savings of the year. See us today at Magic City Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1750 Independence Boulevard in Bedford. MagicCityBedford.com. See dealer for details and 1526.
In most things, it's hard to go from ordinary to extraordinary. It's easy with your home or business. Call the Concrete Wizard and transform your place into an extraordinary space. If you're tired of looking unsightly concrete, then bring light to your old surfaces. Call the Concrete Wizard for free design consultations, free estimates, and fast professional concrete resurfacing. And visit theconcretewizard.com for ideas from other before and after photos.
Hey, this is Jake with Western Ways in Forest. Shop our thousands of pairs of boots in store with personalized customer service and excellent pricing. Shop Western Ways this holiday season. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's from our family to yours.
Hi, Danny from Givens Books Little Dickens. We believe in reading and play and in shopping locally for stronger communities. 3 times more jobs are created by local businesses versus online sales. This holiday season, live local and shop local for a better Central Virginia.
Have you been hit by the winter doldrums? Are you itching for a place with more than a couple hours of daylight? Start your journey to a warm weather escape with us. Scuba classes are forming right now at Aquatrek Adventures. We can have you ready for a warm, relaxing excursion to a sunny tropical destination, including our spring getaway to sunny Florida. Take the first step. Call Aquatrek Adventures on Mill Lane in Salem and visit our website at aquatrekadventures.com to sign up for the certification or your trip.
Good morning. We are just getting your day started here on VTRN Sports with the morning warm-up. Stay connected with the show at Trey Lyle VT and Ty Tracy 90 on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Listen wherever you are with the VTRN Sports app or watch the show live on YouTube at youtube.com/VTRN Sports Lynchburg. Now, back to the morning warm-up.
All right. Mr. Tracy. Are you ready to? So, by the way, the final standings for our Pick'em show, our Pick'ems, none of us got over 500. So, I finished 3-10 last week. I finished last at 79 and 92. Luke stumbles down the stretch, finishes 4-9 the last week to go 84 and 87. Ty, you finished second, 9-4 week. So did Sam in conference championship week. And Sam finishes 86-87 to win it. And then you finished second, 85 and 88, 1 game back.
Okay.
So, congrats.
Thank you.
All I know is Ty Simpson, you let me down. All right. Anyways, let's get into this. We're picking the college football playoff because, of course, every game of the college football playoff you can catch right here on VTR and Sports, including the action tonight as Alabama takes on Oklahoma down in Norman. That game is tonight. Ty Tracy, we're going to have a full day of games for you, by the way, on our airwaves. So, plenty of plenty of college football for you starting today. At what time would be? It would be 11 a.m. Kennesaw State, Western Michigan in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Gasparilla Bowl is what, by the way, also today. NC State and Memphis, and then the nightcap will be Alabama heading on Oklahoma in the college football playoff. All right, Ty, we'll start with that game.
Which one?
Alabama, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Essentially a pick 'em at this point. Who you got winning? And basically that means you have them advancing.
Right now, I mean, Alabama has not been playing good the last several weeks. I can't trust them, but I feel like this is a game they might need to bounce back, so I'm probably go with Alabama.
So Alabama essentially won the first game these two teams played, not by the score, but like they doubled them up in yards. Like there is an element of turnover luck. Like turnovers. Well, you can play good defense and like force turnovers, but essentially over the aggregate, turnover is a luck based thing.
Yeah,
for the most part. Like for example, the Jets haven't gotten an interception all year, and even if they led and the Bears led the league in interceptions, but their defenses, like I think the Jets statistically have a better defense than the Bears. Like just to put in perspective. And I'm not saying that based off a fact. It's just like off the top of my head. But I agree. I have Alabama advancing.
Okay.
So it's kind of like I think Oklahoma has the best and worst unit. But I do think the difference between like the Oklahoma
quarterback play.
Yeah, I just don't trust the Oklahoma. Like the unit I don't trust the most in this game is the Oklahoma offense. Like go watch the game against. They got literally one busted coverage from LSU, and they score a touchdown, and that was the difference. Like that's what won them the game against LSU.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that happened. Like if I'm Alabama, I'm like, all right, just you have to march down the field. So I have the Tide advancing that one. All right. First game tomorrow, which we'll have on our airwaves. Miami taking on Texas A&M. Ty, who you got in this one? Miami is a 3.5 point underdog. You can tell me who you have if you think Miami's covering and advancing, or is A&M covering and advancing.
It's still gonna be a quarterback. I think it's gonna be just depends on who plays better at the quarterback position. I just feel like Texas A&M might have a nail advantage over Miami.
So you got A&M. Okay, you got A&M. I disagree. I actually think Miami's a better team. I don't know if they're the better team. It's just it seems to me that Texas A&M has played one, like when they've played a team,
but they got exposed as well against Texas as well.
And their run defense is actually not good. It's like third worst in the SEC, and Miami can run the football. So I think Malachi Tony has a nice day.
I just don't trust Carson Beck right now.
Carson Beck's played well. Like Carson Beck played well down the stretch against Pitt and Virginia Tech. Granted, Pitt and Virginia Tech, but my point being, I'm taking Miami in this one. So I think Miami advances in this one. Quickly, more likely. Let's phrase it this way: more likely to pull off the upset, Tulane or JMU. I think Tulane.
Yeah, I would say Tulane.
Yeah, because I honestly think it's more because of the coaching thing than anything else.
Yeah.
So I think Tulane covers against Ole Miss, the 17.5. I actually think JMU also covers against Oregon, but I have both of them advancing.
Yeah.
Because I think JMU defensively, like it's 21 points. Like I think JMU can keep it a 14-point game, and Oregon probably is not going to play their star receivers. They're going to probably slow play this. Like they're going to try to get in, get out, stay healthy. This is a team that feels like, obviously because of the way the playoffs shook out for them last year, maybe they do make a statement. Like I do think the blowout is most likely Oregon JMU because
I think
the Manic on the other side of the field is Dan Lanning.
They haven't played yet either. I think it's way different when you play.
And Ole Miss has played Tulane.
Yeah.
And Ole Miss does not have Lane Kiffin. Like, they don't have their head coach, even though this is Pete Golding's first game as head coach. So
yeah, definitely.
So, so now we have this. We have a different. We have one game that's different.
Yeah.
Which is Ohio State, Miami. You have Ohio State, Texas A&M, but I have Ohio State advancing.
I have Ohio State advancing. And I got Georgia advancing.
Same, and then I have Oregon playing Indiana.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Texas Tech might pull.
I think the Oregon Texas Tech will be the best game.
I think Texas Tech might pull it off.
So you have Texas Tech.
Yeah.
All right. Oregon, Indiana. So I originally had Indiana, but then the injury on the defensive line, Indiana doesn't have the depth. I think they have the dudes to compete if they were healthy, but they don't. So I have Oregon going to the national championship, taking on. I don't know. I just really like how they've played. I haven't taken on Georgia the national championship.
I was about to say I picked in my one. I picked Indiana versus Georgia.
And who do you have winning?
That's tough. It's like can't go against Kirby Smart, and I'm gonna have to go with the Dogs.
I think Oregon has the advantage at quarterback. Oregon will have the advantage at skill position.
Yeah.
I think they get redemption. Oregon wins the national championship.
I can agree with you on it. You can't go wrong on that one.
I think there are 4 teams. I would put like Georgia, Ohio State, Indiana, Oregon, and maybe Texas Tech are like the 5.
It's like this year is so up in the air, so you can't
I think Texas Tech has the defense to do it.
Yeah, that's what I said. Texas Tech might be like a shocker to everybody.
So, like Texas Tech actually has an SEC defense. And they might have the 2 best defensive players in the entire country, David Bailey and Jacob Rodriguez.
Yeah.
So, granted, Caleb Downs exists, but my point being, Oregon. So I have Oregon, Georgia. You have Indiana, Georgia. You have Georgia winning. I have Oregon winning. We'll find out. Listen to VTRN Sports for the entire college football playoff. Bowl game start at 11 today. That will do us for 2025. We're back in 2026. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks so much for listening to the morning warm-up on VTRN Sports, 93.3 FM, W227 BGT.